baseball. Anthony in Verona is first tonight. What's up, Anthony?
Is the Pirates doing anything?
No. Let's move on to Tim in Indiana. Tim, what's up? Tom.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
Do you think the Pirates will amount to anything with the current owner? Seems like every time they get a good player, he trades them.
No, that's true. And no, not anytime soon. So, all right, let's shift to another direction, and that would be the Penguins. And I bring this up because we saw some phenomenal things last night. There are two things that stood out to me, and this even is with Sidney Crosby's goal, which was phenomenal, and how he, moved, into an area in front of the goaltender without getting into the blue paint, fending off a big defenseman and the goaltender and making the game-winning goal. Without Mark Friedman doing what he did, and without, I thought, a tremendous timeout, very under-the-radar kind of timeout called by Mike Sullivan. You see timeouts, once in a hockey game, you got to pick your time to do it. Right in the middle of a power play, down 1-0. The first team didn't do much on it, and instead of letting them go to the bench and putting on the second team, calls a timeout and gives them another shot. I thought that was one of the best timeouts I've seen in quite some time, Chris.
Well, I think it shows that Mike Sullivan really has a feel for what is going on with his guys in any given moment. That's the thing he's demonstrated by far the best that I've seen any Penguins coach do in my lifetime. He has all the stars that everybody else has dealt with that have made coaches such short-lived commodities here, but he just seems to know how to get through to these guys, and the message does not seem to get stale. And being a coach, Bob, I think you would agree at the highest level in hockey or in basketball. I know in hockey it doesn't get this reputation because it's not a superstar-driven sport the way basketball is, but it's still about getting through to your best players. Would you agree? And trying to find new ways, especially if you're the Penguins and you're a team built on stars. You got to find a way to continue to get through the most talented guys to the most talented guys on the planet, and Sullivan does. He pushed the right button there. I thought it was just the whole weekend in total, especially that 1-0 game with the Rangers, the way they got dominated for the first 20 minutes. I thought it was a real gut check weekend for them with the way they came through in that first game, and then to never really give in, even down 2-1 pretty late to Columbus. That showed me a lot of their mental toughness, especially coming off that 3-game skid.
Yeah, I agree. And that game on Saturday was phenomenal to watch. Another reason why you don't need a lot of goals to make it exciting. But, last night, the other thing I thought about the Sullivan timeout, he also is well aware of his team that no one else is scoring except those guys. So he wasn't going to let the second team go on there and fritter away the remaining whatever it was on that power play. So you got to get an answer to that. You got to find other people who can come in here and help, especially if getting Malkin. Let's go to Al, line number 5. What's up, Al? How are you? Go ahead, Al.
Hey, Bob.
Yep.
Hi, Chris. Hey,
hello.
Bob, hello, Chris. I think Mason Rudolph's going to do good for the Steelers, and the Penguins, I think, are going to go all the way. And what about baseball? Is there going to be any baseball this year?
Well, they're still meeting. Now, apparently they're going to make another proposal. There'll be baseball, but I wouldn't count on the first month if you are. As far as the Penguins going all the way, they probably have one of the toughest roads they've ever encountered in the postseason, even if, they win a division. But let's say they don't. Let's say they finish where they are in second, most likely against the Rangers. The Rangers are a very good hockey club with arguably the best goaltender in the game, even though I say that in deference to Vasilevsky because I really like him. He's done it. Sherzerkin hasn't done it so far, but he could. He's that talented. But they also have a lot of money to utilize at the deadline. They could make a blockbuster. And so, Chris, I wonder, what do the Penguins do to counteract that or a potential move that you may see from Carolina? Because they can also add to what is already a very good team.
They can try to find a depth scoring forward, somebody that fits it's more of a find the right puzzle piece. It's not, bring in some blockbuster name. I think at this point, it's maybe try to get deeper on your blue line. But it's the same thing for the Penguins that it always is, right? Find enough depth scoring and hope your stars are A, very healthy by hockey standards, and B, playing their best hockey when the playoffs get here. That's their recipe. I do think it's a ridiculously hard road. The Avalanche are great in the West. The Flames are a very good team. But look at the East. Look at their own division. I think New York's obviously good enough to beat them. You can't sleep on Washington even though they're in fourth. The Hurricanes look like a powerhouse. And then the Lightning and Panthers both look great. I mean, the East looks like an absolute meat grinder. So if they actually get all the way through it, that would be one hell of an accomplishment.
It really would. And this week they're going to get a little test of that as they go through the Florida swing. You got Tampa and then Florida over the weekend. We got to take a break here. 412-575-2600 is the number to call. We'll be back with more of your conversations right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan and Pittsburgh's Seat Up.